So the thing to know is AI quotes the one thing that it can't find anywhere else. It loves originality. AI has been trained on, it first in 2020. It was trained on the entire web at a static level. And then since then, it keeps getting trained better and better on the live web, right? And so it is constantly ingesting millions, billions of data points to be able to stay fresh and new. And so it sees in that context the same thing being said over and over again. It already knows that in their memory. I'm sure you've gone to ChatGPT and asked a question, or Claude and asked a question, and it gives you an answer without even citing a source. That's because it knows that information. It is trained on that information already. And so what we need to do is give it something new. Because if we are the first ones to say it, it is simply having to do a search because it doesn't know it within its own memory, and going out and finding the answer and then regurgitating it back to you while citing its source of where it found that information. And so our whole framing of how we create content is this something that AI already knows, or can we provide it something that is unique, different, offers a new perspective, offers different data? And so that's the first thing that we need to talk about. And so add when you're producing content, you want to add a cited source, something realistic, something real. Pages that are doing this and that are actually contributing net new research are seeing 40% more citations across the board. It is the biggest one-page lever that anyone, almost nobody, pulls because it feels like extra work, right? Going out, the idea of going out and producing that net new information seems like a lot of work, but is the best thing that you can do of publishing this original insight and reports on your website. So the old way of how you optimize for search is that it pulled the page that ranks highest. It was earned by more backlinks and keyword stuffing. And then your buyer would arrive to your site via a click, right? So you show up on that first page of Google, and then, that's how you would be discovered. Now we want to think, okay, what is the answer or the response that we want to provide, that we want the LLM to go find and regurgitate to the person who is answering it? The way you earn it is having original sourced claims that you are providing that new to the internet. And the way that the buyer arrives is when you ask that question in chat, you are one of those three answers.